someone would come in, I would do the blood draw, and I would tell them they were positive, and that's hard. The new generation doesn't really understand what it is and what it means, and we really need to know and understand our history. There's a famous saying that those who don't know their history are bound to repeat it, and that's what I'm afraid of. HIV is a preventable disease. We know how to prevent it, we know how to take those steps, and yet we see new cases every day. There was a time where there was a lot of activism around this, and there were people that were angry, and people really wanted to take care of each other in a community. That's dissipated. I think it became most personal to me when I came out and when I saw that it was affecting the community I was living in. I was 21, I was in school in Colorado, and I had come out, and I didn't know a lot of other gay men. And I really was interested on how as a gay man, you know, our relationships worked and how we communicated with one another, and what are the dynamics of those relationships, and how do we have healthy relationships. A big part of that is negotiating and talking about sex, and HIV is a big factor of that. When I look at people living with HIV and AIDS, I don't see a person that is only living with HIV and AIDS. I see a person who is dealing with the same problems in life that I am dealing with, that you're dealing with. We can talk about people who have diabetes, who are overweight, who do not take good care of their health, but we don't shame that behavior. We shame sexual relationships and use HIV as a result of a shamed experience. I encourage people to be honest with themselves first, you know, and to be ready to have that conversation. There's nothing more natural, there's nothing more timeless than a sexual relationship. You take yourself from the moment you've been diagnosed as HIV positive, you have a positive test result, and you deal with that moment of sheer anxiety and fear and not knowing what's going to happen. And I've seen people really grow as human beings through this experience and become very self-aware. I'm Matthew, and I am that someone.